So,
Hello, Liam.
whoa.
How are you?
I'm doing good, and yourself?
I am doing good. And I'm Sean.
And I'm Liam.
And we are
The Canapa Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody. Hey. So, how you doing, Liam?
Doing pretty okay.
Yeah? Yeah, doing good. I mean, despite the rough beginning we had to our vacation.
Yes, we had some complications occur.
Yes.
We would have had a podcast out like 2 days ago, but we did not.
That's right. We actually packed all our podcast equipment to be able to do a live show in Costa Rica. That was the plan.
Yeah,
that was the plan. We were gonna go to Costa Rica and do podcasting there.
Here's the cat again.
And there's the cat constantly coming whenever we're podcasting.
Yeah, the moment we start, every time he starts.
The moment we start, he comes. It's ridiculous. So, anyway, so we
had it all packed. We're going to go to Costa Rica this year.
That's right.
It's going to be a cool little trip.
Yeah, exactly. And we got on the airplane from Montreal to Toronto, and then we were connecting in Toronto to go to Costa Rica.
And we had like a 2-hour, like...
Oh, 3 hour.
I think it was 2 hours. I looked at the tickets. The times were like 2 hour difference.
No, it was 3:30 departing Montreal, and then it was departing Toronto at 6:30. Yeah. So we had 3 hours to fly from Montreal to Toronto and get on our next flight. And there was no customs for Costa Rica and Toronto. It's not like the US. So there was we would have just gone to the gate.
And then this happened to us. This was the first time this ever happened to us. We've been on a bunch of planes in the past.
Yeah.
Usually it's always easy. It's always simple. You get on, you get off, you get on.
Yeah.
Connecting flights are not ideal. If you can get a straight path to your destination, that would be the best.
Yeah. A one-way flight, like a flight with no stopovers, right?
You get on the plane and then you're just good.
Yeah.
Relax. That's it.
It is the best way to book a ticket for sure. No doubt at all, you know?
Yeah. Because a connection, sometimes you get to the airport and you'd have like half an hour to get there and you're rushing.
Yeah. Sometimes it's, and I typically never book connecting flights that way. I always leave at least a couple of hours after landing to connect, you know? Yeah. And that's typically tons of time, you know? But in this case, unfortunately,
we had a 2 hour, we got on the plane. Everything seemed fine. We started moving. We didn't start moving it. First, the guy did an announcement. I didn't even hear it.
He said there was a some small mechanical issue on the plane that needed fixing. And he said it was going to be about 40 minutes. And I looked at my watch and we were on the plane on time. So I was like, okay, 40 minutes is fine. We're still going to make it easily to Toronto. No issue. We're going to land and get there.
Yeah. And then, I think an hour went by.
At least 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah, exactly.
An hour went by, and then he started moving, and we're like, okay, we're moving. We're gonna go take off now.
And we taxied far. Like we kept going, like taxiing a long, long way. And it was weird because
it was taking a long time to taxi.
Yeah, and we weren't getting to a run. I'm looking out the window. We're not getting to a runway. I'm like, what is going on here? You know, like why are we not in the air yet?
Yeah. And then the captain gets on the line again.
Well, first we parked.
And you barely understand it, like you.
So we're in this weird section of the airport that we don't recognize, and we're parked with like at least 3 or 4 other airplanes. We're all there, you know.
I wasn't looking out the window much.
Yeah, no, I was looking out the window at this stage because I was starting to freak out a little bit.
I just heard the barely audible announcement. He was like, "Gonna be another 40 minutes."
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've been told that there's a ground halt in Toronto, and
40 minutes.
Gonna be another 40 minutes, you know. So
all I heard was the 40 minutes, and I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah. So at that point, when that announcement was made, I was pretty sure we were not going to make our connection. Yeah. And
so there was tornado warnings in Toronto.
But they were before. They were way before. Like planes were still taking off in Toronto. Like this whole thing about ground delays and stuff like this, I think it was just all like made up stuff, you know?
Something happened.
Yeah,
We just don't know what it was.
something happened. I figure it was just scheduling issues though with flights, so
Yeah,
they
it
were
could be.
keeping our flights from going.
Remember, all this to say, it ended up being 2 hours that we were there on the plane, not taking off, just staying there.
Yeah. So when we arrived in Toronto,
Which took another hour to get there.
our connecting flight was taking off.
Yeah,
was
we
leaving.
saw the airplane, we land,
Yeah.
get out, and then it says flight has taken off.
Yeah.
On the app.
So we had to go and see someone about possible other flights to Costa Rica. And unfortunately, Costa Rica is a pretty popular destination these days for whatever reason. And we would only be able to go and get to Costa Rica on 2.5 days later or something like that. It was ridiculous, which would be almost halfway through our vacation by the time we reached destination, and with booking tours and having to rebook hotels and having to all the things that we'd done to prepare for this vacation, it just wasn't worth it for us to go anymore. So we ultimately ended up having to cancel the whole thing. So it was really, really sad.
And this happens very rarely. It's not this isn't trying to tell people not to travel, because traveling is amazing. You should always do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Experience the world.
Yeah.
Like, it's an awesome thing to do.
Yeah.
This just happens occasionally, very rarely.
Yeah.
It's the first time in my life that this has happened.
And we made the best of it. We actually, I was really proud of my boys, of Liam here and my other son Kalen. These are my travel mates for this trip, and they took it all in stride. I took it in stride. We sat with the customer service rep to learn more about what options we had, and to find out that there really were no options, and that in of itself took about 2 hours.
Yeah.
And it was very, very depressing conversation, but she actually at the end of the whole thing said that she couldn't believe how patient and nice that I was to her during that whole conversation, which I was surprised, because all I was getting more and more down and depressed about the whole thing. But in the end, we came back and we're making the best of it. We
did all that and we were jet lagged.
Yeah, exactly. It was horrible.
And we were jet-lagged.
We got to the airport. We got to Montreal at 1:00 in the afternoon, and we returned back
in the morning.
And 1:00 in the afternoon, we left Montreal.
Oh, okay.
And then when we came home from Toronto, because we literally all we did was fly to Toronto and fly home again. And when we flew home, we got home literally at around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So we were literally gone for 10 hours. Just flying back and forth from Toronto. It was a crazy, crazy day. I've traveled a lot, and I've never been in a scenario like that with my family traveling for vacation. So this is a first for me, and a learning experience, right? So we've learned, and we were good. Like I said, I was very proud, and we've spent the rest of the week actually doing things around Montreal, and it's actually been fun.
Yeah, we went hiking.
We went hiking.
Some escape rooms.
We did some escape rooms.
Speaking of escape rooms.
Okay, so let's talk about escape rooms. We love escape rooms, first of all.
But I think we did both of the escape rooms we did today. I think we've done already.
I think you're right. I mean, for sure the suitcase one we did. For sure the suitcase one.
The other one, I recognize. I definitely did that one. I
don't
know when, but I forgot all the solutions.
Right.
I didn't remember any of the solutions, but yeah.
But we're really good. I mean, we're I would say that we're advanced escape room people.
Oh, they're fun.
Yeah, we love doing them. So we love figuring them out and figuring out all the clues and stuff like that.
It's just puzzles. Sometimes the clues are kind of ridiculous. It's impossible to know what's going on.
Yeah. I agree.
There was one. I'm not gonna. We shouldn't say.
No, we shouldn't say to give it away, but
ridiculous.
Yeah,
stuff you would never ever think about.
Yeah, exactly. But what do you like in escape rooms, Liam? On that subject, now that we're talking about this.
Well. So what I like in an escape room is when there's a lot of different rooms that you discover.
Okay.
So there's locks everywhere, but you unlock a new room, and then that room leads to another room, and then another room.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like the discovering and exploring new places.
Yeah, it's a
inside the
lot.
escape
I mean, in the early days of escape rooms, it was typically just one room.
One room.
And you'd have to find locks and things to find, and then eventually you find a key or something to get out of the room, you know? But now escape rooms have evolved. So
I think, but one escape room that sounds insane, and I think there's only one. It's like the top escape room in Montreal. Usually you're following clues, and like they have papers with like riddles on them or clues on them.
And they're usually sequential as well, right? Like you know when there's decoys too, because there's a lot of decoy clues in rooms as well.
And,
you know,
and it has puzzles and stuff.
Yeah,
you can't brute force anything. You can't pull on stuff.
Yeah,
you can't like lift things that are not liftable.
Yeah.
But I think there's one escape room in Montreal that's one of the highest rated, where your goal is to escape and you're allowed to brute force anything, and you can climb and do whatever you need to do to get out of the room.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about that. That's awesome.
It sounds insane. Like
it does sound insane.
Next level. I want to try
absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called. I know it's one of the top rated ones in Montreal. People come from other places to come here to do that escape room. We
have become, remember the place we went to in Laval, which is known globally. Like there were people from the last time we went there were people from Europe.
States.
From Europe that came.
Yeah.
You know, because it was like, it's like the number 1 or number 2 or 3 rated escape room in the world.
And they were doing it, all of them.
Yeah.
Every single one on the menu.
Yeah. So we're pretty fortunate in Montreal to have such a community. And like I say, we've done, I don't know how many escape rooms would you say we've done like so far, you know?
Like
30,
20, 30. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a lot, you know?
I mean, we did 2 duplicates today.
Yeah. When we didn't even know, like we forgot that we'd done them.
It might be a different one, like exactly the same.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It was still fun. It was still fun because we forgot a lot of the things.
An activity to do, like people go hiking, people go, to clubs, to bars, to whatever.
Yeah.
This is like a completely different thing. Like it looks like you go inside, it's all decorated to look like a different environment completely. You're like in a different world.
Yeah.
And you're using your mind to like
you really have to think and stuff. I always book when like typical escape rooms last an hour. That's the typical time you have. They're all timed. And because it's only an hour, if it's downtown Montreal, I always book 2 of them back to back. So we do one room and then we go and do another room, you know?
Like
so
it's fun. It's like super different.
Yeah.
Cool ambience of the room.
Yeah.
Like some of them are crazy well crafted.
Oh yeah. The one in Laval was
they had
yeah.
I'm not gonna spoil, but man, they had props that were crazy. They had like animatronics.
Yeah. And they have
robots.
people that come and do things as well. Some of them have actors you know? So it really is like you're paying for
the experience,
you know? And it's a lot of fun. Like, you know,
and
we
generally,
enjoy it.
even if you like, people solve them because they give hints and stuff. They want you to finish it.
Yeah.
They want you to experience the whole thing.
Exactly. And we do this as a family. Like typically when we go the whole family. We all enjoy this.
Yeah. It's pretty much everyone friendly. Anyone can go.
Yeah. And sometimes we'll even bring friends as well. Like the kids will come with friends and stuff like that. So yeah. That's like board games, right? I mean, board games are fun too.
Board games are fun. I love board games, but I feel like if you play the same one every single time, it gets kind of a little bit old.
Yeah.
Like I love big like strategy board games that.
Yeah, well, like Risk or
but then
Risk Legacy.
It gets tough because those usually last hours on end.
I mean, there's a game that I play with my friends called Civilization when they come. Like, I was a huge big board gamer with a gang of people back in university, and there's a game we used to play a lot called Civilization, and that would take. To play one game of Civilization with like 5 or 6 people is easily like it's 12 hours. You know?
Yeah, we had a game like that. We had We had a game called Twilight Imperium, and it would take 12 hours on the dot every time.
It's really, really long.
And you have to read all the rules at the start because you forget a bit.
Well, and you have to read. You're reading the rules as you play, even because there's stuff that happens during these games where you have to know. So you have to be into that, right?
The ultimate is D&D.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yes.
Like campaigns can last months.
Yeah, that's Dungeons and Dragons for sure. Yeah. I 100%.
I've never really played it, but I've seen a lot of videos and stuff.
Yeah.
It lasts months and people get really into it.
Yeah. I was never into it. I never got into that.
I played it once, but not the real rules.
Yeah. I think I may have played it once or twice myself. I just never, it just wasn't for me. But
I don't think I could get that invested in a character I create.
Yeah. I agree with you.
I don't know what it is with me. I just can't get super invested in it.
But there are people that take this like D&D to a whole other level where they do these
they build rooms in their house
they build rooms, or also they join these groups that go and reenact like the 1500 nights and stuff in fields, right?
That's a completely different thing. Like D&D, in D&D people would redecorate entire rooms and like have crazy props.
But what's that?
D&D.
What's that thing called?
That's called LARPing.
LARPing. Okay.
They all. I think there's some LARPing that's like realistic where it's medieval and stuff. There's some LARPing that's fantasy. So some people are wearing elf ears and stuff, and they have bow and arrows and stuff.
Yeah.
That all seems pretty cool. Like they have wars. And if you get hit with a blade, you have to die.
You have to die. So you're on the ground?
Yeah, everyone's on the ground.
And you're just dead?
Something.
Oh my God,
I'm dead.
That's hilarious.
But
they even take it to a level where they eat the food and like they make
They
food.
have like a medieval village there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
Tents and stuff made of like whatever the material was back then.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's like what's that? The Eastern Townships, that old reenactment village.
Oh,
Have you ever
yeah.
been there?
No, I've never been.
It's like everything there is how it was in medieval times.
Really?
And they all literally make their own stuff. They make bread and they make cheese. They do all their stuff.
I mean, you have to have a certain level of commitment to do this, right? Like you have to be really committed.
But the LARPing seems odd. I would love to be inside of a big like war like that, medieval style, not where you actually die, but just padded stuff war.
Yeah,
that would be cool. It would also be cool to do those reenactments. Have you seen those?
The reenactments. Oh, of like
in the States they do the Civil War reenactments a lot.
Yeah.
There's probably World War reenactments as well. Like
you
World
think
War
so?
I, World War II. Yeah. Definitely, for sure.
Wow.
Man, I had a friend who like threw a tomahawk in one of those and he tore his hamstring doing it.
Oh, really?
It's rough. Like a hamstring tear.
Well, I hope they don't take it to the level of having like concentration camps and this kind of stuff, you know.
Man, they don't give you food for like a few days.
Yeah, I volunteer to be an experimental person for lice.
No.
I volunteer to be, you know.
No. That'd be rough.
Yeah,
they probably have like prisons in those reenactments. You could get captured and stuff.
Really, eh?
I think getting shot is really an honor system because they're shooting blanks. You don't even know if you're shot or not.
Oh, okay. It's not like paintball.
No, I don't think so. I'm not.
I mean, that would be
sure.
that would be the right thing to do.
That would be so much better.
Then you could, you know.
Maybe they do shoot stuff. I don't know, but it would be amazing if you could actually get hit.
Yeah.
I know in paintball they actually do reenactments in paintball.
Right.
But like everyone has these crazy guns that were definitely not in those wars.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you know. So, you know, I mean, there's a lot of things, interesting things to do, and we're basically making the best of it this week. So, you know, we went hiking yesterday. We did escape rooms today. Tomorrow we're going to do some other things around the city of Montreal. You know, there's a bunch.
Biodome. Yeah,
and what's really cool about this time frame, and it's actually, you know, this is something unique to Quebec in Canada. Is we have something called the construction break, which is very unique to Quebec, actually.
They don't have that anywhere else?
No. So for 2 weeks in the summer, and it's now, so it started this week, all construction goes on holiday. Like, it's so weird, like the whole city. And because it's all construction, you've already got the teachers off, right? Because it's their summer.
The students are all off.
The students are mostly off unless they're in summer programs. So there's very little going on there. And because construction goes off, a lot of the, spouses and family members of the construction workers who are in other industries take time off as well, because that's the only time construction workers can get off. Like, Liam's off now.
Yeah, and everyone goes north.
And they all go either north or they
south.
they go south to Maine to these
or
places.
other destinations.
Or other destinations. But a lot of them drive. They go camping and stuff like this. So what's cool is that the city itself, there's no traffic. Like, there's no traffic during the week. Like, today we drove downtown Montreal. We drove down. It was like better than a weekend day. That's outside. So
super chill.
I never thought about how chill and easy it was to get around. So we're actually having.
There's even parking in the middle of the day.
I know. Like, when we
street parking.
And when we drove to the mountain yesterday, we had to drive across the city to get there, right? And we drove across the city to the South Shore, and it was easy driving. Like, that drive normally would have taken us hours to get there. Same thing with driving home. Like, it would have just taken us hours. So it's really it's amazing. So we're able to be very efficient in the things we do, and we're like I said, we're making the best of it. I mean, it was a real downer to not be able to go where we wanted to go, and but we're doing okay. It's working out.
Cool stuff.
It's working out. So
yeah.
Liam, that brings us to, like I said, we did have a little discussion before we started this, and we thought it might be fun to talk about fears and phobias.
Yes. Very good segue.
Yeah?
I love it.
Was that a good segue?
Yeah. 100%.
Did I do good with that?
Yeah.
Was that whole transition okay?
From fun vacation to fears and phobias.
Fears and phobias. Like going to Costa Rica and wondering if you're going to get eaten by a snake or something like that.
Yes. Yes.
So do you have any like deep rooted fears, Liam? Or
I have a phobia. I think I only have one phobia, which is, it's called clythrophobia. There's a ton of different phobias.
Okay.
Like, there's a phobia of everything.
Okay.
And I don't remember exactly what a phobia is characterized as.
Oh, so the fear of everything?
No.
Okay.
Like, I think phobias are characterized by like the reaction you get.
Okay.
Because if you have anxiety or like you're scared of something, it's different than a phobia.
Okay.
Like a phobia, you'll have a physical response. You'll like, you could hurt yourself because of how scared you get.
Right.
For me, mine, clythrophobia, is kind of like what's it called when you're it's kind of like claustrophobia, but it's when you can't move.
Oh, okay. So it's not like being encased in I mean, it's almost related, because claustrophobia,
it's very closely related,
is being
in a small
space.
But that could be an elevator,
right?
Which isn't that small.
No.
For me, it's if I am in such a small space that I can't move.
Yeah, like if you're buried alive. Buried
alive is like the worst possible nightmare ever in my eyes.
Yeah.
Just thinking about it scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
The way I found out was when I was much younger. I was at my mom's house and I had a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
And I went into the sleeping bag and
you couldn't get out.
I accidentally sat on the entrance of it.
Okay, so now you're just
and I started freaking out. I was screaming.
Okay.
When I got out, like
you were
struggled
hyperventilating and stuff.
Yeah. Literally. And when I got out, I had struggled so much. I had bruises everywhere. Mm-hmm. My shoulders hurt so badly, as if I must have done something to them.
Yeah.
Like, I was flipping out.
Yeah.
Sweat everywhere. I was like 100% thinking that I was going to die.
Okay.
So I think that's what happens when you have a phobia.
Yeah.
You get insanely scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
It happened again, like anytime I'm somewhere I cannot move.
But what do you think is the, like, some people have a lot of phobias, Liam, right? Like, you know, some people are, and I think, again, we keep saying it's worse today than it was before because of technology and whatever. But I do think that the propensity of having a phobia, especially a phobia of just going out and interacting with the public, you know, being outside, is going to become one of these phobias that will take over, you know, more and more people, because people spend so much time inside now.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
you know,
I don't think people have as many phobias as they think they do. Because that's the thing, is that fears are different than phobias. Phobia,
Right.
you'll have a physical reaction, but like
Right.
sometimes I'll see people, they'll say they have a phobia of something, and then they're introduced to that thing, and it's like, ooh, that's ooh, and then they just walk away.
But is that the solution? Like, you know, to do, you know, face your fear, face your phobia, or something like that. Like, how do you get over these things? You know.
Well, that is something. It's called I forget the word for it, but it's like you face your phobia, not all at once, but
Right.
little bit at a time.
Yeah.
And eventually you'll get used to it enough that it's not as bad.
Okay.
And I'm not downplaying phobias. Like, phobias are real. They're terrifying.
I mean, I've listed some, just like, you can, like, I just Googled and there was a whole list of all the phobias in alphabetical order. There's so many.
Yeah.
Like there's anemophobia, which is the fear of air. How can you fear air?
To the point where you're hyperventilating.
Yeah.
It's,
Like how
at
would
that
you?
point, I don't feel like it's a phobia. I don't think that's a real phobia that exists.
No?
You can't like.
But it's written down. Like
then
it's
like,
it's
if you
termed.
if you have that phobia, you're gonna have a heart attack and die instantly. That's the end.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna be constantly hyperventilating, and then
Yeah.
the fact that you're breathing,
You know,
is gonna just scare you so much you're gonna have a heart attack.
I mean, I do see, like, there is one called a phenphosphomphobia, which is the fear of being touched. And then there's also haphenphobia, which is the fear of touching.
Yeah.
You know? And that I kind of understand, because I have to admit, I'm not a very touchy person. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't, and I hate it when people, like, touch me. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to shake someone's hand, I want to be like, I often will avoid shaking hands with people, you know, that I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, yeah. I just looked it up, and it says a fear makes sense in the context of the situation. It's like a protection thing.
Yeah.
It's like written into your instincts, I guess.
Yeah.
And then a phobia is an out of proportional reaction to something that's not dangerous,
Right.
to the point that you'll have panic attacks or hyperventilate.
Right.
Like, you'll actually be in danger because of how your body's reacting.
Right. Right. So I definitely don't have a phobia around touching. Like, I'm not afraid. I'm not like gonna freak out if someone touches me or if I touch someone, you know. Yeah. But I can at least understand how that could become a phobia for someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can kind of relate to that. And then of course there's a crazy one. There's barophobia. You know what that is?
No.
That's the fear of gravity.
Again,
I
don't think that's a real phobia.
You don't think so?
Like, how are you going to have a panic attack from gravity? You're always affected by it.
Well, no. What if you go in a pool?
Imagine you're in a constant state of hyperventilating.
You're only happy when you're swimming.
Getting heart palpitations just from being alive and existing.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of crazy to me.
Listen,
I don't know.
Liam, I agree with what you're saying, but
maybe it's phobia of the movie Gravity, because that movie made me feel kind of uncomfortable.
You didn't like the movie Gravity?
No.
I
mean, it was very...
I love that movie.
The fact that it elicited these feelings in me made it a very good movie.
Right.
The shots were impeccable.
Yeah.
Like, it was very well done, but I just felt like throwing up halfway through because I didn't like... Just the thought of floating away in space alone into the darkness. Nah.
No?
Maybe that's a fear.
Yeah.
That's not a phobia for me.
Yeah, you don't want to float away in space alone?
I mean, if I was in the situation, I'd probably be hyperventilating. So maybe. I don't
Really?
know. I'd have a heart attack instantly.
Really?
No. Dead.
You'd be holding on tight to that ship, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't let go.
I'd have 3 different lanyards connected.
Yeah, all connected to the
I would never not be connected to the ship.
You would never not be connected.
No.
You really don't want to float away.
Yeah,
man.
and that's a similar thing to
Liam.
to the submarine thing that happened.
What?
You would never find me in a submarine or diving
Why?
deep.
Oh, the deep ocean one, the submarine that got crushed.
Titan or something.
Yeah, the Titan that got crushed.
Oh
yeah.
Imagine you're in that and you hear the.
Oh yeah.
Like creaking.
Yeah.
Popping sounds.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Go up.
Yeah.
Up.
Yeah. I'm 100% in agreement with you.
And
I don't think.
And deep diving, and you have like your only source of oxygen
is your umbilical cord.
Yeah, is that little cord connected to the can on your back?
Yeah, you love that.
Oh no, it gotta
not just the can on your back. I mean, these deep divers, they have a cord that directly connects to oxygen on the boat, like that. Like they're not even connected to a can. It pumps oxygen right into their whole suit.
Even the can one, like
yeah, you don't like that?
No, like imagine. What if something blocks the line?
Or what if it breaks?
Oops, a little thing got stuck inside.
Yeah, what if the line breaks? Yeah,
you can't breathe. And you're just like 100 meters under.
And there's no backup. They don't have that. It's not like a parachute where you have a backup chute. No. There's no backup line. I guess potentially someone could cut like a partner, because you always have to do this with buddies, right? You never go by yourself. So I guess someone could come and potentially give you oxygen or something.
For me, it's just the thought of being trapped in a situation that you cannot get out of.
Yeah.
Like similar,
but that's part of
that's part of
your phobia.
Like,
I guess.
Like we saw a video a couple days ago. Like, attention, this is kind of like spooky story that people might freak out about. Yeah, it was like a shoring issue in the hole. Remember?
Oh my god!
They were digging a hole.
We watched. Yeah, and I can't believe I just came across this video.
In construction, anytime you're digging a hole, you have to add shoring, which is like. You have to support the sides of the hole with planks of wood or whatever you have available.
Yeah, it's structural. You have to structurally support the sides of a trench. Like this is not any trench. We're not talking about a foot deep trench. You're talking about a trench that is like more than 6 or even more than 6 feet deep. So it's a deep trench that's probably dug with a bulldozer. Yeah, in a kind of a V shape. With a flat bottom typically, or maybe a round bottom. And the danger of these trenches is that because they're just dug in dirt, the dirt can easily collapse. Yeah. And if you're at the bottom of this trench and the dirt collapses, you could be buried alive literally within seconds.
Yeah. This guy, they were digging in the rain. Yeah. So it's raining. Yeah. So that's already like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing, man?
It's 8 feet deep.
Yeah, it was way below. Like his head was not anywhere near the surface of the earth. Yeah. He was deep in
no supports. It's raining. Yeah. Like everything around you is mud.
Yeah. There was water at the bottom of it.
There was water at the bottom. Yeah. And then a wall of dirt fell in.
And like almost mud.
And he got buried in a blink of an eye.
Yeah. And then they all jumped down to dig him out, but that dirt now is like cement.
He's just stuck.
Yeah.
I had like man, I wanted to go and throw up, and I was just thinking about that for like 2 days straight.
Were you?
Oh. Yeah. I had a mini heart attack when I saw that.
Yeah. That's pretty brutal.
Worst nightmare for me.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
Like
pretty brutal.
With claustrophobia, yeah.
Yeah. With
anyone that's probably a worse
nightmare. I don't know how I stumbled across that video because I don't I am definitely not the type of person to look for. I'm not fascinated by death. By people dying. I'm not fascinated by that. It's not something that I look for on the internet. I think I was just looking at construction videos or something, just for my plumbing. I was looking at something, and then I just came across this, and that's why I showed it to you. But I think we probably witnessed the end of that guy's life.
Never jump in a pit. Don't
Never.
go in pit.
Do not go in pit.
Never,
says Boris.
No, that's like the worst thing. Don't.
Yeah.
If there's no support, stay away.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. If there's no, especially if there's no support, like if you see a trench that's just freshly dug deep trench by a bulldozer, don't go in that trench.
Don't go anywhere near there.
Because it needs to be, there needs to be shoring. There has to be stuff on the sides of the walls of those trenches to prevent a cave-in.
But then sometimes there's funny ones where it's like a trench like that, and there's a, what are those extractor trucks called that have the big claw?
Oh,
like you see,
like
an excavator.
Yeah,
there was an excavator right next to the hole, fully extended with a guy inside of the claw.
Yeah.
Like standing, he's like in the hole, but if something falls, he's in the claw. So
yeah.
Fine.
So he's safe.
But there's like a guy from like in the States. There's a system or a group called OSHA or something.
Yeah,
and they're the safety guys.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
they go to the sites and stuff. And there's an OSHA guy who walks up. He's like, "Yeah, I think you guys have a shoring issue here." Yeah. And it's a huge pit with just a claw in the center. The guy's trying to work it.
The guy's
so bad.
The claw.
You guys have a shoring issue. You got to get him out of there.
That's right.
Like 5 guys come with ladders to go down in the pit.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you see a lot of crazy stuff though in the construction. There's a lot of. I mean, there's rules, and then people don't abide by them. I mean, we've seen videos of these guys that build houses, and they literally don't wear construction
I don't
boots.
know if that's even real.
They don't wear construction boots.
What they do is kind of crazy.
They build houses in their bare feet.
They stick their toes on the wood.
And they use their toes to hold the wood in place.
So you take your toes and you put it on there.
Take your toes, put it on there, and then
they shove 100 nails into the wood.
And they nail themselves to the wood. Like, it's really funny.
It has to be satirical. There's no way.
You think so?
I mean, the fact that all 4 of them are exactly the same guy.
And they all shake,
It's next level. I love it though. It's so funny.
It's so funny. I mean, it's hilarious.
But, but some phobias are like life, like they stop people from living sometimes. Like it's really bad. Some people have airplane phobias. That's a common one, I think.
Well, there are people with phobias of germs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
that's next level sometimes.
They can't go outside.
Yeah.
It gets to a point where they cannot leave their house. And they have to get people to come. I don't know how they survive, though. I don't know how they. Well, in this day and age, though, you can work from home, right? So you could probably still hold a job down, and live your whole life.
I think
in your house.
I think, what's his name? Howie Mandel.
Yeah,
I think he has a fear of germs.
Yes.
He's able to go out and stuff, so maybe it's not a phobia. But
He is one of those ones though. Like he never used to. I don't know. Like he doesn't like shaking hands with people.
He can't shake hands. Like he needs his chairs like wiped down and stuff. Maybe if he was exposed to germs, he would freak out. He'd have like a panic attack.
Yeah. I think I don't think I have myself any phobias, but definitely I have tendencies. I must say, like I said, I don't really like people touching me, and I don't like touching people, like people that I don't know.
I don't like people
I don't mind you because you're my kid, right?
Yeah.
But and I think it's just because I don't like germs. Like if I get really uptight when I'm on an airplane and I'm sitting around someone who's coughing, like who clearly has a cold. Yeah. It bugs the crap out of me. Like it makes me. It literally raises my blood pressure because I just think that they shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
You know, you should not be here amidst all these people on a crowded, public transit, spewing your germs to everybody. You know what I mean? This kind of
yeah. I don't have a phobia of that, but I do get much, much more annoyed because I've been constantly getting sick.
Yeah, like it annoys me. It really annoys me. And I don't, because
like if you're sick, at least have the decency to cough into your sleeve and
again, don't take public transit, right? Like you're just going to give your germs to everybody, right? Like if you're in crowded train, don't get on the crowded train if you're sick. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
But sometimes they have to. But like
I guess
have the common
or
decency.
wear a mask, right? The mask can help as much for you not spreading your germs as for people not to get germs,
like wear a mask and cough into your sleeves every time you cough. Don't just cough at people.
So I have
spit on the floor.
I definitely have tendencies. I tend to be pretty frugal with my money because I'm always concerned about my future, for economically. So I'm careful with how I spend my money, this kind of stuff, I would say if I had one actual fear, it would be just the fear of dying alone. Like I would be, like.
Do you fear solitude?
No, I like being alone. I like,
but to what extent? Like
no,
if you're,
I don't mind.
Let's say Castaway happened to you, would you be afraid?
No, I don't think so. I think I would always be thinking that in that situation, if I'm stranded on some desert island and I learn how to survive, I would always have the hope that I would be found, that I would be able to eventually reach civilization somehow. And that would be that would always be what would keep me going. Mm-hmm. But the fear, when I say the fear of being alone, I just mean somehow my family has abandoned me, or I'm I'm just not around anyone anymore, type thing. You know what I mean? And that's kind of something I think about sometimes.
Or would it be like you're not found after you die, like you disappear?
No, not like that. Just like
no one cares about you.
Yeah, like no one cares about me, like in my final time of need or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like it'd be sad, right? To go through your life and you've helped people and then at the end no one cares, type thing. Yeah. So that's which I feel like I'm seeing more often now. Yeah. Right. Like a lot of people in old folks' homes and stuff. Yeah, exactly. No one exactly. That's it. Like my mom is a perfect example of this, who has dementia and Alzheimer's, and she's in a public institute now, and she can't take care of herself. She doesn't recognize, she recognizes me, but she doesn't know my name and all that stuff. And I see myself seeing her less and less because she doesn't understand anymore, right? She doesn't even understand time anymore, Yeah. And it's just so sad, and it's like that for all the people that are there, in this place. It's all people with dementia and Alzheimer's disease.
Yeah. But not even just dementia, but I feel like the aging population is just very lonely.
Yeah.
Now that all the younger generations are using like technology all the time, they don't have a need to actually do stuff in person. So you visit them. Yeah. So they're all lonely and they don't know how to use technology. Yeah. So they're just kind of stuck.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of, I mean, if I would say that I have a fear or a phobia, I don't think it's a phobia. I think it's just like a worry that I have, for the future. Hopefully, I'll just end up in a community where there's other people that are, my age, and we get along and we do things together.
And I'll play golf.
Yeah, exactly. Play golf and whatever they do, board games and,
movies,
whatever.
Movie night.
Yeah, whatever.
Movie night's always fun.
Exactly. Yeah.
The odd thing about my phobia, the clythrophobia, is that I'm fine with confined spaces.
It's weird, eh?
Like I've worked in.
Yeah, it's true. You've worked in very confined
I've worked
spaces.
in super tight spots.
Yeah.
But I was able to move.
Yeah.
And I can see what's around me, so
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
The second I can't move, I'm freaking out.
You're not fine.
I'm not fine anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I see these cave videos. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
They're like squeezing into
Yeah.
a crack that you
Yeah.
can't move.
Yeah. And especially underwater cave videos where they're
Oh,
doing
yeah.
that.
I flip
that's,
out.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like I would just not go in.
That's insane.
Yeah.
How do you see a mystery hole and you're like, oh, I want to go in that?
Look at that. We've never been in that before.
I wonder if my torso can fit through there.
I think I can. I'm going to wiggle. Let's wiggle,
Oh.
you know?
Can't move.
Stop.
Oh, I'm gonna inch backwards.
Like,
Yeah.
no.
How many people have died doing that? That's crazy.
A lot. It's
Like I'm fine,
that's considered to be an extreme sport.
yeah. But like I'm fine to do. I would love to do extreme sports, skydiving, wide open.
Yeah.
So much you can see everything.
Wide open.
Wingsuit. Hell yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Bungee jumping.
Yeah.
What other extreme sports that exist too? Usually,
But what about the extreme sport of being locked in a safe and then being thrown in a lake? You know,
Oh.
that'd be fun.
Oh
Houdini did
God.
that. You know, that'd be lots of fun.
Houdini froze himself in a block, right?
I don't know what he exactly.
He made a
what he did.
room inside of an ice block and he froze himself for like however many days.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun?
Bro, he was
You know?
he was hallucinating half the time. He
Yeah,
said,
wouldn't you love that, being frozen in a block?
man. At that point, it wasn't magic. It was just trying to see how
much a human can tolerate.
Yeah,
You know,
that's what it
like,
was.
what's the extreme tolerance
Magic.
limit? Exactly.
He came out and he was all messed up after.
What was it? It slowly melted,
No, he was in there for I think it was 3 days,
and then they
maybe
melted
longer.
him out.
Then they finally got him out. He had no food or water. He was just in there
Oh my
with
god!
cameras all around.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Tons of people watching him.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Even
I
worse
mean-
would be that he wasn't frozen in the block.
Maybe it wasn't Houdini. I think it was another
Yeah,
guy.
it must have been someone else.
Like that
Yeah.
newer.
Yeah,
magician.
that guy. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
But like Chris Angel, I think.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
he did that.
Yeah.
It's like like that's crazy insane. That's so cool that he can do that.
Yeah.
And he found out that he's able to do that. But
Yeah. He found out somehow that he's
Yeah.
able to do that.
But that's just like he didn't know. He didn't know he could do that beforehand. He was
Yeah.
just like, what if I did that?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So what do you think
It's awesome that he can do it.
what do you think, Liam, about conspiracy theories?
Well, the unproven ones that
Yeah.
a lot of people think about is I don't believe in any of them.
Okay. So what are some of the most common unproven conspiracy theories?
Well, they're proven with science that they're not real. I'm probably going to get like shot for saying this now. But flat earth,
Yeah?
like there's gravity that exists, there's physics, there's like literally every single airplane that flies uses charts that show that the planet is round.
So you don't think what do flat earthers think?
I think the prevailing theory is that the whole earth is flat,
Yeah.
and around the edges there's a big ice wall that surrounds the earth.
But what about on the other underneath side of the earth then, of the flatness?
I don't know.
Like-
I haven't looked into it enough.
Okay.
But like nothing would work if that was the case.
Of course not.
Like the planets wouldn't rotate around the sun if the sun was flat.
No. Exactly.
Nothing would work. There's no day-night cycle if the earth is flat, if everything is flat.
Exactly.
You can't fly in an airplane according to the charts that they fly with if the earth is flat.
Yeah.
You would be able to see across the entire planet if you're just on a really high tower.
Yeah.
It does not work.
No.
And there's videos of flat earthers.
Satellites wouldn't even work.
Yeah, and there's videos of flat earthers doing experiments to prove that the earth is flat, and they prove themselves wrong in the video.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they had like an experiment where they had this really high post, and they would shine the light through one hole near the bottom and then another light through the top. And if they saw them on both, that means the earth is flat. And if they saw only the top one, then it's round.
Right.
And he went through the bottom one, and the earth, no one saw it. Did the top one, he's like, because he calculated the exact distance you need to be to find the curvature of the earth.
Yeah.
And they went that far away, and they didn't see the light.
Yeah.
Because there's a curve in the way.
Because the earth is round.
Yeah. And then there's the issue about Australia existing. Because I don't...
Because it's on the other side of the earth.
Yeah.
So flat earthers would think that there is no Australia.
Yeah, because like all the weather patterns and like Australia is affected differently from like the solar system at that side of the earth. They see different constellations in the sky than we do. So in order to explain that, there's a certain community of flat earthers, and I think a lot of it is a joke. Like people just joke about it.
Right.
But I think some of them are serious to try to prove the flat earth theory is that they think Australia just doesn't exist.
Oh my God.
It's not real.
Wow.
And the government made it up.
But what about when they meet someone that says they're from Australia?
They think it's a paid actor.
Oh, they think Australians from around the world are paid actors.
They're paid actors. Or like,
who are paid to fool everybody.
Yeah. And every video you see is like AI generated or paid actors that filmed it to prove that Australia. But I don't know.
But what about kangaroos? And they're not real?
Not real.
Okay. Koala bears and whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
None of that's real. That's all fake.
Okay.
And the government profits off that.
Okay. I understand.
It's obvious how they profit off it.
It's obvious.
Right?
Yeah. It's obvious. Yeah.
Make money.
Make money.
Make money.
Okay. Yeah.
So it just doesn't make sense to me, all that.
Yeah. I mean,
we literally have satellites that we shoot into space that rotate around the round Earth.
Yeah. Well, images. I mean, speaking of space, do you think we landed on the moon?
No. Impossible.
Because a lot of people don't think we landed on the moon.
I don't get it, man.
Yeah.
Like we see rockets get launched into space like
pretty
regularly.
Now, especially with Musk leading the charge.
Like you could look at the science. There's literal, like they have diagrams and blueprints, and they have the science of how it works, the math equations of how to get to the moon and back.
Yep. Gravity.
Like,
Einstein was the foundational scientist for all these equations.
Like, do they think the government invented all this? Like fake? It's all fake science.
Yeah. All
these equations are not real.
I think a lot of these people are not physicists, Liam. That would be my opinion. And they don't understand. I mean, space-time and the equations that
but I'm
Einstein
not a physicist. I took science courses.
Yeah.
I just you just look at the physics behind it. Actually look at the physics. If you know the equations, if you know the physics behind it, take a course to become a pilot.
But these people don't want to know the physics, and they'll, I've said this before, Liam, right? People who want to believe something will, unfortunately, with the internet, you can find totally biased science out there, so it's not science, it's
you'll search up exactly what you want to find.
People can write papers that look like they're scientific and look like they've been vetted and that experiments have been done and so on, that to prove anything, right? And these people go after these articles and then claim that it's supported by science.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's happened a few times. It's happened in the medical industry a few times. It's happened in the
it's happened with COVID
in oil industries a few times.
even through COVID.
Yeah. Like, weren't there, even with the whole Teflon thing,
Yeah.
didn't they have scientists that were saying that Teflon is 100% safe?
Yeah.
All this because the company wanted that, so they're just
Of
putting
course.
fake papers out.
Absolutely.
It's really easy to fake stuff now.
Yeah.
And if you're a conspiracy theorist and you honestly believe in your theory 100%,
Yep.
you look up, I want to find this. I want to find how is the Earth is flat. Why?
Yeah.
There's going to be articles that pop up.
For sure.
None of them are like, it's all going to be
It's not none
other
of
flat earthers.
none of it is credible articles.
It's all going to be other flat earthers
Exactly.
who came up with experiments that are just
Well, and same thing with not landing on the moon,
Yeah.
And Area 51, right? You think we've been visited by Martians by outer extraterrestrials?
I feel like if something has the ability to travel across the galaxy and get to us,
Yeah.
and their goal was to get to us,
Yes.
they'd be so technologically advanced, we'd be like primitive cavemen to them.
Yes. I feel the same
They
way.
would not be capable of crash landing on the planet.
Yes.
Like, they would have such immense technology, they wouldn't even have to come down here to see exactly what we are and what we're doing.
Yes. I'm in agreement with you.
They would not be crash landed on Earth.
Yes.
It's not possible.
Yes. And if we look at all the science fiction movies and books that are out there, if you're that technologically advanced and you come across a civilization like ours, which in comparison we'd be like ants to them,
Yeah, it's not even worth it.
You'd probably just want to say, okay, let's let them evolve.
I bet you
for thousands of years more.
Yeah, I bet you there is one alien race that knows about us, and they're like, they have us as like an endangered species that needs to be protected.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a kind of smart one. Look at that little fellow.
Look at that little planet, that little blue. So no one's allowed to go to that little blue planet.
It's
no one. We have to let them.
It would be like us
figure out their own thing.
Yeah,
and they're probably going to go extinct because they're just going to blow themselves up. But we'll see what happens.
It'd be like us if like we found dolphins.
Yeah.
Like gorillas that can sign language. Like,
yeah.
I think there's gorillas and chimpanzees or orangutans that can sign language.
Yeah.
We'd be like that to them, and they're like, "Oh, that's cute. That's awesome. That's cute.
Yeah.
We need to keep them alive."
Yeah.
So they're just
maybe they'll take a few of us home as pets.
Yeah. Maybe all those people who say they were abducted, they actually were.
I don't think they'd ever be brought back.
I got abducted, man.
I don't think they'd ever be brought back. You know?
I don't know. Maybe there's like conservationist aliens that are like, how many humans you got in that box?
Oh, maybe you're right.
That's one too many. Send it back.
You have to take it back.
Throw it back in the water.
Throw it back. Yeah,
the human gets back and flopping.
So I think that
maybe there was one really desperate alien that needed to land. They were out of fuel or something, but like
then they'd have friends.
They'd get their fuel from the sun, though.
And they'd have friends. They'd have people. Like, I mean, they're not going to be by themselves.
Yeah.
They'd
have people that would just warp in. And if they did land and humans tried to capture them, guess what? Everyone's vaporized.
Yeah, exactly.
They wouldn't come down if they couldn't handle it.
Exactly. And they're probably... My feeling is that any alien race that has the technology to be able to come here is probably a fourth or fifth dimensional, like a higher dimensional race anyway, right?
Because they would have some sort of ability to like
span time,
to curve space. So
and span time. Like time would be something like, they like for them,
they would have to be able to make wormholes or something.
Wormholes or and also like get through time back and forth, you know what I mean? So because it's just too long and too
I think in sci-fi the only possible way, and I'm not a scientist or a physicist or anything like that, but I feel like the only possible way to travel like they do in movies is if you can create a wormhole.
Yeah.
instantly pop through.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
if
that's what they do in Guardians of the Galaxy all the time.
Yeah, they do that in
They
there.
just keep popping wormholes, like they're all over the place.
But in Star Wars, don't they travel like faster than light? Isn't that a thing? You see the stars turn into lines
Yeah.
as they go.
Yeah.
If that was the case, if you're traveling faster than light, you have a faster than light drive. When you get to the next planet, like 1,000 years have passed.
Yeah.
Nothing in that universe would work.
Well, because of time dilation.
Yeah.
So
like as soon as you could travel that fast, you're time traveling.
Exactly.
You can't go back in time, but you're going into the future right away.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
I still believe that the equations around this whole physics of time and all that will be dramatically modified
in the future
because of quantum mechanics. Like I think that there will be discoveries in how we can go back in time as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me that we can only go forward in time. You know what I mean? That we can't figure out a way to go back in time too. So, but I agree with you. I think that and it's possible, like you said, that alien races because we've used our own best technologies to look out into the universe as well with telescopes, and even the one that we launched into space that's way out there.
I don't remember what it's called. It's not the Hubble.
No, it's not the Hubble. It's the newest one. I can't remember what it's called either. But we're not finding anything.
No.
Now.
But probably
I think
if you're advanced enough, you don't want to be finding.
That's what I'm saying. I think we're not finding anything because any advanced civilization already knows we're here, and like you say, they've cordoned off.
Yeah.
They
put red tape around us.
Yeah, the little blue, cute little planet, that has cute little things on
Imagine they put up like massive screens all around us, so we can't see anything past our solar system.
Yeah.
We just see what they want us to see.
Yeah.
In 1,000 years, they're gonna come to our planet. Yeah, you're good enough to start traveling around. So.
Yeah. So we're gonna open up this, and then,
now you can see,
and then it becomes rooms that you can just go in.
Oh, they've cordoned off every solar system, so you have to jump between rooms.
Yeah.
They have a highway that you can warp through.
Outer like far outer space doesn't exist. It's not. It's not real.
Then at that point, the simulation theory
kicks in.
Yeah, where everything is just a simulation.
Yeah. But as far as conspiracy theories goes, I'm 100% with you. I think that conspiracy theories are.
It's like just people want to have something to fight for that.
And again, to make money, right? I mean,
do they make money? I feel like they spend a lot of money trying to solve it.
I feel like they get followers who support them. I feel like these people
make social media money.
Yeah, I feel like they get followers that support them because there's people. At the core, everyone wants to believe in something.
Yeah, but
don't you think?
Yeah.
Like people need to believe in something, right? And that's why you have religion, right?
Cults.
But cults, and that's why you have conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to believe in something.
Yeah.
Now it's sad that some people believe in things that are,
that make no sense.
That make no sense and aren't real and so on. But that's the world we live in.
Maybe some people, maybe a bunch of them are just doing it for fun to get reactions from people.
It's possible,
Yeah.
So
could be.
But
I see them sometimes every now and then. There's some people that actually believe.
Oh no, for sure. I've spoken to people who don't think that the space program exists.
Yeah. And this I don't mind about talking about this because there's science.
Yeah. It's not like we're offending anybody.
Like we know this is.
Yeah. This it's not true, right?
Yeah.
But These people, if they were sitting in front of you, would argue till the cows come home, and then in the end they'd say, "Well, it's what I believe."
Yeah.
Right. And okay, whatever.
Yeah.
We're a peaceful nation in Canada. We'll let them believe what they want.
Mm.
Well, Liam, guess what?
No.
It's time again. We've had our time. It's been over an hour. So wow. So I'm Sean.
And I'm Liam.
And we are
the Cannabis Podcast.
Take care, everybody. Have a good week.
Have a good one.